You're about to watch my first video on YouTube, so be nice. Hi! So, on this channel, we're gonna talk about chisme. And the first chisme title is He told me his ex wife had ran away with his children. Now, let me start by saying I was 18 years old and naive. This was in Mexico. This was when I was out there. Let's get into it. I was 18, he was like 21. I was out there, and so I met him. That's another story though. But anyway, we went out on our first date, like probably like 2 days after we met. Like we went out on our first date, and on that first date, we went through a traumatizing event, which is another video. But anyway, we also started talking about personal, well, him mostly, because I had nothing going for me. Like I had nothing. I was barely like saliendo del cocoon. Yo no tenía nada que decirle. Like I had no life experience whatsoever. So he starts telling me like, "Oh, I want to be truthful. I want to open up to you before anything." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, go for it." It's like used to be married. Okay, that's fine. Like you guys are separated, right? And he's like, "Oh yeah, 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 totally, totally. As proof that I am separated, you could come over to my house," which was technically his grandmother's house. And that's another story. We're talking, and then he starts crying. He was a very huge manipulator, but that's another story. He used to work as a fisherman, so he would be on a boat for like a month and a half, and they would be on land for probably like 2 months, and then he would go back into the sea. And that was pretty much the life that he had. It was like, yeah, my ex-wife, she wanted so much from me. She wanted money, she wanted me to buy this, buy that, and I couldn't afford it. And she got tired and she met somebody else who could provide for her. So then he has to go to work, and so he goes off to sea, and then he comes back, and como en las telenovelas, que llega el hombre y encuentra una carta donde decía, te dejo, ya me voy, así, que supposedly, lo dejó por otro, que se fue, agarró sus cosas, se fue a Tijuana con otro hombre y sus hijos. And he was crying, girl. Like, he was fucking crying. I was like, damn, that is a bad woman. Like, I'm sorry to say, but I did judge her, because this man that I just met is crying his eyes out. Like, he is fucking Magdalena. Like, Rufo se queda corto, güey. Like, Victoria Rufo, you need some lessons from this man, because he can cry on the spot. That's how fucking good he was. So he's crying and telling me that she did that, and I'm like, oh no, like, it's okay, like, fuck, like, I'm so sorry you went through that, but do you at least talk to your kids? And he's like, no, she doesn't let me talk to them, like, she legit just left. And so I just wanted you to know that, because I don't want you to feel like, oh my god, he didn't tell me that he had kids. There was no need for like the whole backstory. You could have just said I have kids, but I'm separated, and that would have been fine with me. The whole backstory. And for years I lived with that story, right? And I'm thinking, like, in that moment, I'm thinking like, damn, like, why would she do something like that? Like, that's shady, like, this hardworking man, like, what else does a woman want? He provides, he works. And this whole time he's still like, like, oh my god, just like, damn, I feel bad. Like, he's been through so much. I've never been through stuff like that. Well, it wasn't all a lie. But it wasn't the whole truth either. So the truth was that this poor woman left his ass. Like, he was out there in the sea, but while he was out there in the sea, like, the money that he would earn, he would spend that on beer, women, who knows what. The poor woman did not receive anything. Anything. And when he would come back from sea, like, he was like a, you know, típico hombre machista, and he would beat this poor woman up. Like, la arrastraba por las calles. That's what I was told. Que la arrastraba por las calles, le pegaba. This woman era flaquita. Like, she was flaquita. And so he would overpower her because of that. I do not blame that poor woman for leaving. Qué bueno que te fuiste, girl. Qué bueno. Y perdóname que te juzgué al principio, but neta, he was like, but that's an excuse. I'm not even gonna excuse myself. I should have known better. Trust me, I found out. I mean, yeah, a little late, but I found out. So that was the first story here on this channel, this chisme. I hope you liked it. I hope nothing like that happened to you, and if it did, let me know, girl, because I like chisme. If you don't mind, hit the follow button and the like button, and I'll see you on the next episode con un poquito más de chisme.